Right guys, welcome back to the Motorsport Manager Career Mode with McLaren. This is part 6 and it's going to be the third race of the season. Now, before I started this game I was messing about in preferences and I actually realised, I never knew this ever, but this game apparently has game level stats. So you can adjust the difficulty. Now, there is race strategy, there's either normal or realistic. So I've changed it from normal to realistic. And there's AI settings. Now, the AI settings range from easy, which is -10, to hard, which is 10. Now, it was set at -2. I never set it at -2. So obviously it means it was probably just under normal. But I never set it at -2. I thought this game was like Football Manager. I didn't know there was a game difficulty setting. So I've changed it and I've put it to 5. So I've got it in between the hardest difficulty and in the middle. So I've got it halfway there, so it should be like hard, but not the hardest, but still going to be a competitive level. And then I might change it from there, but I'm just interested to see that this game actually has a difficulty setting, because I hate playing on an easy setting. I always like to play, if not on the hardest difficulty, at least a semi-hard difficulty to, you know, test and push my ability, because I would rather lose on the hardest difficulty than win on the easiest, and I've always said that about games, so now I've went ahead and changed that. Will it mess things up here? Will it make it harder to get points? I hope so, because I don't want to be, you know, scoring easy points every race. So there you go. I've changed the settings. I'm not a cheat or nothing like that. I just, obviously, I didn't know this game had difficulty levels, and now I do know, and we've changed it, so happy days. Now for this race, I've got Alonso sitting in 3rd place. Stoffel van Dorn 11th. I've decided to go ahead and change the tyre. Stoffel van Dorn will start on, so he's going to be on the mediums, and hopefully we can just go late into the race and then we'll see what options open up. But I'm excited about this. I know we've upped the difficulty, I know it's going to be hard, but I think we can get a double points finish here. And yeah man, so let's waste no more time, let's get stuck into today's race. We'll attack from the get-go. The first lap or two, you've got to go for it. I feel you've got to try and smash it. Make up as many positions as possible. Obviously, Vettel on pole, Hamilton second. I'm not really worried about catching those guys. My main concern is keeping the people behind us. Hopefully we can do that. It's a very bad start for Hamilton. No, I wasn't bothered about him, but it looks like we're definitely going to take him. And we have, so it's an easy position there by Alonso. Takes it as we head into turn 1. It's a decent length of straight though, down to turn 1. This could be tricky. Hamilton might come back at us with that Mercedes engine, but it looks like we're actually going to see it out here. So I'm thinking that we're going to be taking second as we head into turn, or maybe Raikkonen's going to go for a manoeuvre down the inside. Looks like Kimi actually has it on us. Look at that. Yeah, Hamilton's dropped way down now. Hamilton down to 5th. And Kimi Raikkonen has took that place. So yeah, we've dropped down to 3rd. Maybe 4th even if Daniel Ricciardo puts a move on us here. Which it looks like again he has done. And Daniel Ricciardo gets past us and we've dropped down to 4th. Which is disappointing, but we'll not worry about it too much. Van Dorn's also dropped a few places down to 13th. Not ideal, but I mean, we're still 4th and 13th. We can do something from these positions, no doubt about it. Bottas is down in 11th now. Terrible start for him. And now we've got Carlos Sainz all over us, man. Looks like he could make a move on us. Like, we're going to speed things up here. Obviously, 54 laps. We'll put it on 12. The time on 12. So Alonso now sitting 4th. Just need to try and stay there. 5th now. Sainz has overtook us. Can we try and push back at Sainz? It doesn't look... we have, yeah, so we're back in 4th now. Hopefully we can try and stay there. No, we've lost out again. Fuck. Yeah, so at the moment we're 5th. We're battling with Sainz. It looks like we're going to overtake him again. And we've kind of half put the move on him, and then we just couldn't complete it. So Alonso here battling Sainz at big time for that 4th place. We've got Van Dorn in 11th. I'm looking to turn down the fuel and tyre settings soon, because we do want to go long with Van Dorn. We've got Leclerc in front of us. If we could get past Leclerc, that would be great. And I think we have. Yes, we have. So we're up into 10th now. We're in the points with Van Dorn. And I'm looking at the cars in front of us, and I think everyone else in front of us is going to be faster. They probably will pull ahead. So that's great, but we just overtook Grosjean as well, so happy days. And I think now we can afford to go and turn down these settings on the car of Van Dorn. So just going to go straight into the strategy here, put it on neutral, engine mode, we'll put that on neutral, normal, and we'll hopefully push later towards the race. Alonso here, going to put the engine mode down to medium, and we'll conserve the tyres for a bit. Let's check back with Alonso. What is Alonso doing? So at the moment we're sitting with 5th place. Carlos Sainz has somehow found his way up into 3rd. What a race he's having so far. And yeah, we've got Alonso 5th, Hamilton right behind him. I know we're not really competing with Hamilton, but it's nice at the moment to be in front. Hamilton at the moment having to worry about Danny Ricciardo. Meanwhile in 5th we've still got Fernando chasing down Ricciardo and Sainz in front of him. Out in front though it's a Vettel, Raikkonen, Ferrari 1-2, looking very strong here for the win, especially with Sainz in that 3rd place. He's holding up a lot of faster cars behind him, not us included, but you feel like the Red Bulls and both Mercedes could go a lot faster if they could just get in clear air, but at the moment they're being denied that privilege. And I would expect to see the grid to open up soon. At the moment it's still kind of tight, albeit Vettel's definitely opening up in front, but the rest of the grid is still pretty packed closely together as we speak. Last lap, Vettel at 124.5, and he's the only guy in the 124s. Raikkonen pretty close to them, but 2 attempts off. You got the Mercedes doing terrible, but I think they're battling each other at the moment. Van Dorn 126.2. Alonso on the super softs only 3 attempts faster at this stage. That's a bit worrying actually. I'd have thought Alonso would have been a lot faster at this stage, and now it looks like Alonso could be getting overtaken here. We need to do some. Come on, get the engine mode on high here. Do not allow him past you. Looks like Alonso could be losing several places here, but he can try and come back at Verstappen. And you see the gap now, Alonso falling behind from Ricciardo here pretty quickly. Put the tyres back up to push, put the engine mode on overtake. Hopefully we can come back at them now. I think with Van Dorn we can actually afford to put the engine and fuel up mode up as well, so we'll go in high at the moment, and we'll push on the tyres because the tyres are pretty low at the moment. Fuck it, we'll go and overtake. We'll try and put in a few fast laps with Stoffel, Van Dorn, see what he's capable of. Alonso put this driving style back down to neutral. Don't want to push these tyres too much. We're still trying to create a gap. I'm looking at where we can slot in here. And at the moment, if we had to pit, we would come out last, no doubt about it. So we do want to stretch these tyres out as far as possible. Even though we are opening up a nice gap, still can't afford to be pitting any time soon. So Fernando in 5th, Van Dorn in 9th at the moment. Looking good here for us. Have a look at the live driver standings. It would take Fernando up into 7th. Stoffel Van Dorn would be 8th. Constructors would leave us in 4th place by a long margin. So we're doing well, man. So far, so good. We've got Carlos Sainz and Magnussen have both pitted. So it looks like their tyres just went off the cliff there. Just couldn't get much more life out of them. Whereas at the moment, we're doing alright. We're doing pretty damn good. I don't know why our fuel's going up though. I'm a little bit worried about that. Why is our fuel going so much up? It doesn't make much. I've noticed that. I don't know why it's doing that, but it currently is at the moment. I think Sainz has made a big mistake pitting that earlier. I know he might have pushed his tyres a lot. at the early stages, but it doesn't really appear to be helping him much. And no, what's this, Alonso? Alonso's crashed, you shitting me? That's back-to-back races Alonso hasn't finished. DNF, safety car, and Van Dorn's asking me should he come into the pits, and should he? I mean, if we stay out, we could take the lead, but many laps here? 54. Oh, do we pit and put? I don't know what we do here. There's still 41 laps to go in this race. Or do we stay out, or do we... I think we've got to take it. Effectively, it's a free pit stop. If everyone else pits, I think we've got to pit, man. I think we do need to come in and pit. I'm looking at where we are. So it looks like the Ferraris are both going to miss it here. But we will be able to come in and pit. Let's look at the kind of lap time. We can do 18 to 20. Mediums just ain't going to get us that far. So we can come on and put a set of super softs on, which I think we have to do. It is unfortunate. Fucking gutted that Fernando's it. But in terms of this strategy here for Stoffel Van Dorn, I think we have to pit here. And we should be pitting this lap. And we have, so both Mercedes, but they will have to stack them. And we should be able to beat one of them out, no problem. Both Ferraris go round. And who else will be pitting? Interesting to see. Well, most of the cars be pitting, or will some people stay out? So we've come out in 6th place, which at the moment is very good. Now we just need to get round, hopefully before the safety car pulls in. Still can't believe Fernando Alonso's out. It was looking like a really good race for Fernando. Then it just went horribly wrong. But what can you do? All I know is at the moment we're sitting in 6th place. And we've got a really good chance here, I think. We've already made a pit stop. Vettel and Raikkonen both came in and made their pit stops as well. Looks like they haven't even caught the safety car yet. So, I mean, I know it says the safety car, but effectively not a lot happened there. Not much has changed. You've got guys like Hartley who have not made a pit stop, and they're 43 seconds behind though. That is freaky pace, man. I don't know if the Ferraris are that fast. But looks like Vettel now has caught the safety car. And it looks like we should all... Yeah, I think we're all going to catch the safety car. Should be no issue here. I think the timings actually are a wee bit wrong at the moment. I think they need to be updated. There's no way they're that far behind now, man. They're on the straight. There's no way that he is 45 seconds behind. Safety car will be in this lap, but it looks like the whole pack is going to catch them. Yeah, it is, so... Get the engine mode on neutral. Ready to push here. As we come round, right, so here we go on engine mode, overtake and attack. We want to get a good start here. Who we got? We've got first, both Ferraris, 1-2, Ricciardo in front, Leclerc who stayed out in front, Hamilton. I mean, Leclerc, we've got to be looking at overtaking him, but the last thing we want is to get overtaken from someone that's behind us on a slower compound, like Ericsson or Ocon. It's crucial that we minimum at least stay in 6th place. We are going to have to pit again, and just as I say, it's crucial. We've just been overtaken, which is not what we wanted. Oh my god, we've just lost 3 places, fuck's sake. Are you shitting me, Stoffel? He's got 1 back, maybe 2 back. Can he get another one here? Please, get past Ericsson. And he's done it, right, so... Or has he? Can he hold on? Finally, back into 6th. It's just what we need. Ricciardo, we've overtook Ricciardo. So I think we've moved up an extra place there. Or Bottas overtook us even, so... We lost a place to Bottas, but we're... Holy crap, man, we're doing actually good here. We're fighting our way through the field massively. And now we've overtook Leclerc, so we're up into 4th. And I'll probably will go easy now here on these tyres. Go conservative on them. the fuel, we're sitting at 4.99, so we've got a lot of fuel in the tank, which I'm surprised. I don't know why we've got that much up. I don't know if it's made an error or something, but we shouldn't have that amount of fuel in the car, but for some reason we do. And we're still sitting in 4th place. 5.9 seconds behind Kimi Raikkonen, who somehow actually got past Vettel and all that, so don't know whether it was from the restart, but Kimi Raikkonen now leading the race by over 2 seconds, trying to create a bit of a gap back to Leclerc. I think we should be pulling away for Leclerc. He's yet to pit and he's on a slower compound tyre, so I would be a bit concerned if we're not pulling away. I think it's time now we go neutral on these tyres. Push them a bit. We do need to create a gap for when we pit, and hopefully now we can do that. Leclerc 2.2 behind us, and we're now beginning to pull away for him, which is good. So at the moment our pace is looking solid. I think we could easily be on for a 4th place finish here with Van Dorn. Now maybe I thought it would have been Alonso that might have been getting the 4th place finish, but if Van Dorn keeps going the way he's going, if he keeps this impressive lap times up, lapping in the mid 124s, then we will create a gap and we will create a great opportunity for us to pit and slot back into a decent position after we do that. So just need to keep banging in these lap times at the moment, and then we'll see where that leaves us as we come towards our 2nd pit stop in the race. But at the time I thought the safety car was perhaps a hindrance. It looks like it might actually do us a favour here, but still early days, need to wait and see as the tyres begin to slightly overheat again. Let's conserve them, cool them down a bit. And now I have a 5-second lead over Leclerc. Very good. This time we're lapped into the 123.8, so our lap time's solid at the moment. There's not many people in the 120, even Raikkonen on his last lap didn't get into the 123, so our pace is very good at the moment, but we're kind of like we're in a battle of our own. We're not really capable of catching the top 3, but at the same time we're a decent amount in front of Leclerc, who is holding up. He's doing a great job. He's holding up Ricciardo and Bottas for us, which is fantastic. Any help we can get, we will definitely take it here. And Leclerc is giving us amazing help at the moment, holding up 2 fast cars, 2 very fast cars, because we all know that Ricciardo and Bottas, when they get past Leclerc, they will likely come up on us very fast and try to be challenging us. But they are on the medium tyres as well. Got to take that into consideration. And that last lap we were actually slower than Leclerc, so that concerns me a wee bit. Perhaps I was going too easy on these tyres, need to get them back to pushing. And what was wrong with Fernando? I don't think there's anything to pinpoint really, just the car is absolutely fucked. And it's just unlucky, man. Back-to-back races, Fernando Alonso's crashed out. And that sucks, man. 30 laps remaining. Still things looking pretty good for us. If we stay the way we're going at the moment, 123.9, so we're very fast. We're one of the fastest cars on the track. And if we pit it, we would be coming out in approximately about, I think we'd be in 13th, but if we keep putting in lap times, we can surely get much further up that after we pit. Ocon's just come in, made a stop, put on a set of mediums. He could get to the end in those, and I think Ocon is now looking at a one-stopper. You got Hulkenberg in 19th, not having a good race, being held up at the moment by the Williams of Sorokin. And again, we're doing a 123.6 this time, so we're right up there with the likes of Sebastian Vettel. Our lap times are solid at the moment. Going to put the tyres back down to conserve. Try and get them to cool down a bit. Don't want to go too hard on them. The gap back to Leclerc 8.9 seconds. Stoffel van Dorn has worn tyres now. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what strategy we can do from here. We've got 26 laps to go to the end. I think a set of softs would get us there. But when do we pit? We want to try and stay out as late as possible without losing time. The gap to Leclerc, 8.6. Let's try and push these tyres again for another lap. See what we can get out of them. Like when we pit, we're going to come up behind a lot of guys on the medium tyres, and I would rather not. You know, I just don't really want to be stuck behind them at the pace that they're going. So let's see what we can do here. We're pushing. Whether we do another lap or not, I'm not quite sure. We seem to be okay at the moment, but our tyres are on 21%. They are getting worse. We're pulling away from Leclerc though, ever so slightly, but I think this is going to be the lap where we have to come in and pit. And yeah, man, let's take no more risks. I think we're definitely going to come in here. Don't think we could get away with another lap. I don't want to risk it. At the moment, I think we're doing okay in terms of where we're going to come out. Now, what tyres do we put on? The softs get to us approximately 28 to 30. I think that's got to be I think that's it. I think we've got to go the softs and then just try and nurse the car back to the end. And hopefully we can pick up 4th place. That's what we're going to do here. Just we need a good stop from the McLaren team, and we're in the money. Come on, here we go. We've finished at 2.4. It's not the greatest stop, but it's not the worst stop either. Leclerc coming into the pits, and we've managed to come out in 6th place. So who beat us? Ricciardo and Bottas both managed to get past in the pits, but that's really good. Only those two, so delighted with that. We've come out in 6th. We've made an extra stop. And now all we need to do is try and get to the end. We're 26.7 seconds behind Raikkonen. We've got free track. It couldn't have worked out much better for us. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of lap times we can produce here now. Having a good outlap already, that's for sure. We're bringing the time down to Raikkonen. We went green in sector 1. I think we're going to go green in sector 2 because our lap times are very good here. And before you know it, we're actually going to be on the back of Bottas, which is kind of alright. It's great that we're catching him that far, but we don't want to be stuck behind him. If he's going slower than us, we want to be having open air, clear track, and at the moment I just don't think that's going to be possible. We need to put the tyres down now. We'll go put them on neutral. Engine mode, I think we'll just change to high. We'll put the engine mode down to medium for now. If we can keep that gap to Bottas, that would be good. So at the moment, we're on normal fuel, normal tyres, and we're sitting in 6th place. But everyone in front of us has to pit. We're easily going to get past Ricciardo and Bottas. The top 3 a bit further in front of us. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere near them, but I mean, who knows, if they stay out long enough, if their tyres do go off the cliff, we could be there to capitalise. 2.2 seconds behind Bottas. Just need to keep going, keep pushing, and see where it leaves us. 26.8 seconds, so we appear to be losing time now. Kimi Raikkonen last time around, 8 times faster than us. He's putting in good laps. But again, we're not really battling him. We're kind of battling Ricciardo and Bottas. So it looks like it's a freeway battle with us for 4th, 5th and 6th. At the moment, I'd say we're favourite to finish 4th, but things can change. There could be rain. Oh, it doesn't appear like there's going to be any, but you never know, man. These forecasts, these dodgy forecasts, could change at any second. Right, let's just go on high engine mode here. And we'll put the car on push as well. I think we'll leave it on neutral for now because I just don't know what the tyres are going to be like. Whether we're going to be able to push towards the end, whether we're going to have to go conservative. It is hard to tell at the moment. 27 seconds behind Raikkonen, 26.9 now. Raikkonen is just pitted, and he's going to come out miles in front of us. Ricciardo's pitted. Well, I say miles, he's not come out that far in front, so, I mean, you never know here. Perhaps we have a chance of taking Vettel. I think Vettel's tyres are going off ever so slightly. We're catching Hamilton, who's on the mediums, and they're really worn at this stage. You can see Hamilton is running around on 15% tyres, and he's pitted, he's put on his softs. And Vettel stayed out, so I think that could be a massive mistake for Vettel. It remains to be seen. Raikkonen gets back in front of Hamilton. So Raikkonen second, Hamilton third, Bottas fourth. And I think that's a mistake. I think Vettel's made a big mistake here, and I think Vettel is definitely going to lose it to Hamilton here, even though he was behind him previously. I think, yeah, Vettel pits now, so just how far back will Vettel be? Can Bottas get past Vettel here? I think he can. He can now. I don't know if Vettel had a slow stop there, or whether it was just his in-lap was that bad due to him being on the worn tyres, but he's come out in fifth. He has got the super softs on though. He's going to be dangerous, no doubt, for the rest of the race, but not ideal for Sebastian. We've got Raikkonen leading the way, half a second in front of Hamilton. Can he get the win for Ferrari? Doesn't look like it. Hamilton pumping in a fastest lap of the race. And you see the current driver standings would be Bottas leaving here with 52 points. Hamilton 46. Mercedes definitely in the driving seat at the moment, both in the drivers and constructors. But this is a massive race here for Ferrari. They will desperately want to win this. Mercedes have took the first two. Can Ferrari get the third? The first race in the third. The first win, should I say, in the third race of the season. They need it badly. And what's happened? Someone's just had an accident. Or I've moved up to third. I don't know what happened there. Holy fuck, I just realised we're in a podium position. Bottas pitted. And unless Vettel can catch us and come back at us, then we're going to get third. But it doesn't look like it, because he's going to be stuck behind Ricciardo. He's not got the same pace as Vettel. And Ricciardo at the moment definitely is holding Vettel up, which is great news for us. So far, so good. And we just need to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and hopefully it will lead to a podium position. We got a podium in our first race of the season. Can we be looking at a second one? Did not think I'd be saying that, especially about Van Dorn heading into this Chinese Grand Prix. But so far it's been great. And it does look like a podium is coming to the McLaren team. We've got a bunch of people in the pits now. Ericsson and Sorokin, they come out after their second stops. Verstappen definitely having a weekend to forget down in 16th. And Van Dorms just gave us the news we did not want to hear, that a couple of his parts are looking bad. But Hamilton's still behind Raikkonen here. He is so close to getting the pass, he just cannot make it work at the moment. Raikkonen staying in front, doing a good job. Gets past the 1 second DRS range, so Kimi at the moment is holding on for Ferrari, desperately trying to get them their first win of the season. Doing a good job. But can he see that job out to the end? That's what remains to be seen. As for Van Dorn, getting caught ever so slightly here. Right, we're still holding on. 7 laps to go. I don't know how. I think the fuel thing's absolutely fucked up. It's said we've got a lot more fuel than I think we actually do. I don't know how it's actually worked, but it says we've got like plus 2 laps in the car. I'm not sure why it says that. I thought we went really aggressive on the fuel today, so unless I put extra fuel in it, I am pretty surprised why it says that. But yeah, Ricciardo now's got the gap down to 1.7. I think Hamilton's pushed too hard on his tyres. Kimi appears to have the race won now. Well, not, I wouldn't say won, there's still 5 laps to go, but he's out of the DRS zone, and the immediate danger is off him so far. Talking about immediate danger now, we've got Ricciardo approaching us. The gap, 2.2. Our tyres at 32%, man, fuck. He's complaining about the engine as well. Oh my god, worn tyres, our tyres are cold. I need to get temperature in the tyres, so we need to push the tyres, but at the same time the tyres are worn. So god damn it, we're fucked if we don't, and we're fucked if we do. It's not the situation we want to be in, but we've got to start pushing the tyres, try and get a bit of temperature into them, and see what we can do as we approach the end of this race. Vettel now has got past Ricciardo. He's just putting in a fastest lap of the race. He's setting purple sectors all over. He's 1.4 behind us. Surely it won't be long before Sebastian Vettel is all over the back. Hamilton's got the gap back down to under a second. And as soon as I say that, Raikkonen gets it back up over a second. But now it's back at 8 tenths, and Hamilton will be looking for that manoeuvre sooner rather than later. 22% now left on these soft tyres for Stoffel van Dorn. We're so close to the end, we're so close to this podium, but we have Sebastian Vettel chasing us down. He is on the softer, super soft tyre, the faster compound. Can he get close enough for an overtake? 19%. The tyre wear's not helping my lap times. I know Stoffel, but what can we do? We can't pit at this stage. You just need to keep going and pray. Just pray that we manage to hold it. Vettel now getting the gap down to under a second. We've just managed to push it back up over, but can we keep it there? Can we keep it at the DRS? I don't think so. Have we? 0.9, it keeps going under then over. Final lap. Can Vettel though get close enough to launch an attack? Hamilton 1.3, he's too far behind. Doesn't look like Hamilton's going to catch Kimi, but Vettel could catch us. He's right behind us. Here he comes. But he's not close enough. Where else can he get a move done? I'm looking through the track. I'm looking for somewhere that Vettel can get past us on this last lap, and I don't really see it. As long as we hold everything together, I think we're going to get a podium. Come on, surely this is it. Last corner. And we've done it. I don't believe it. Our tyres on 10%, but we've somehow managed to get the race over and done with, and we've got a podium. Holy fuck. Just took a massive, well-deserved drink there, and we managed to get third place. That is absolutely fantastic. Beat Vettel over the line by 0.2 seconds. And Raikkonen got the win for Ferrari, so Ferrari registering a victory for 3 races into the season. But fuck Ferrari, it's all about us today, and Stoffel van Dorn doing what Alonso did in the first race of the season with that podium. Absolutely fantastic stuff there for the young Belgian. And man, they're impressive. You've got impressive F1 Belgians, you've got impressive football Belgians. Even in darts, you've got impressive Belgians, man. The Belgians are just taking over the world at the moment. It's a shame they can't overtake the Honda engine development and make them good again, because they're utter shite. But enough about that. To get a third place there, that was fantastic, man. I'm absolutely delighted with that. And yeah, hopefully everything passes on the car and we don't get demoted. I think I'd actually cry if that was the case. No rules broken. Third place is ours. 15 points. Happy days, man. On the podium. What more do you want? It's not often you see a McLaren on the podium, so enjoy it while it lasts. And with that, third place, Stoffel van Dorn moves above Fernando Alonso in the driver's standings. That takes him on to 23. Alonso behind on 15. And in the constructors, we're sitting 4th place. We're nowhere near the top 3 really, but at the same time we're way in front of the cars behind us, so we're doing well in the constructors. It looks like that 4th place could well and truly be ours, but it's early days in the season. It's only the 3rd race. Things can definitely change. So some guy just got a Brendan Hartley helmet. He must be absolutely devastated. All the helmets you could get, and you get a Brendan Hartley one. Pathetic. And everyone seems happy enough for Kimi Raikkonen. Alright guys, well that's going to do it then for this episode of Motorsport Manager. Very first day, throat is very tickly, man. I can hardly speak, coughing, and I don't know. Tired as well. Had a busy day today, but it was worth it, man. 3rd place, 15 points, happy days. We'll move on to the next race now, 4th of the season. Fernando Alonso's had 2 back-to-back DNFs. We need to fix that. We need to sort that out. We need to try and get him further up the grid, and hopefully we can do that and actually finish the race and pick up some good points. Because you have to believe that without that, I mean, Fernando Alonso was up there. He probably would have got the podium instead of Stoffel van Dorn. But it's easy to say that. But safety cars, you know, pit stops, it's hard to say. But I mean, Fernando Alonso definitely would have been in a high point scoring position. But you know what? Shit happens. That's it. Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.